Have you ever noticed how for some people, rest feels like the ultimate relief, a welcome escape? But for others, it's the exact opposite. It feels deeply, uncomfortably wrong. You finally sit down, you try to slow your pace, and instead of finding peace, you're hit with a wave of restlessness. It's a strange paradox, isn't it? Today, we're going to explore this feeling, this unease, and talk about why stopping can sometimes feel so much harder than just keeping on going. You tell yourself you're tired. Logically, you know you deserve a break. You've earned it. But the moment you stop, the moment the external noise finally fades away, something else creeps in. It's a quiet hum at first, then it gets louder. It's all the thoughts you've been successfully avoiding all day, all week, maybe even all year. It's the feelings you've been burying under a mountain of distractions. Suddenly, you're sitting in a quiet that feels alien, a silence you don't know how to navigate. And what's the first instinct? You reach for your phone. You scroll through social media. You check your emails. You find a game to play. You find something, anything, to do. You fill the void. You stay busy, even while you're supposed to be resting. It's a form of active resting, a way to keep the mind occupied so you don't have to face what's lurking just beneath the surface. It's a self-preservation tactic, a defense mechanism against the quiet you've come to fear. Because in that quiet, there are questions waiting, and you're just not ready for them. So why does this happen? Why does rest become so uncomfortable? Often, it's because we've learned, consciously or not, to measure our worth by how much we do. Our value becomes tied to our output, our productivity, our accomplishments. In this mindset, being busy feels safe. Productivity feels like a shield, a tangible proof of our worthiness. Stillness, on the other hand, feels dangerous. It's unproductive, it's empty. Stillness strips away the busyness and forces us to confront ourselves. It asks questions we might not be prepared to answer. Questions like, am I happy? Am I on the right path? Who am I without my to-do list? What am I running from? These are big, heavy questions. So we keep moving. We keep doing. Because doing is easier than being. Being feels vulnerable. Being requires a level of self-acceptance that we might not have cultivated yet. It's easier to just pick up another task than to sit with the uncertainty of who we are when all the tasks are gone. And then there's the guilt. Sometimes rest just feels fundamentally wrong because slowing down triggers an intense feeling of guilt. It feels like you're falling behind in some invisible race. It feels like you're wasting precious time that could be used for something more productive. It feels like you should be doing more, achieving more, being more. This is the voice of hustle culture whispering in our ear, telling us that every moment must be optimized. So even our breaks become tainted with pressure. We feel the need to recover quickly, to recharge efficiently, so we can get back to functioning at maximum capacity. This pressure turns what should be a restorative experience into a stressful one. We're not truly resting. We're just in a holding pattern, anxiously waiting to be productive again. This guilt is a heavy burden, and it prevents us from accessing the deep, genuine rest our bodies and minds are craving. It keeps us in a perpetual state of low-grade stress, even when we're trying to relax. But here is a crucial truth we need to internalize. Rest is not a reward for finishing everything. It's not something you earn only after you've pushed yourself to the point of complete exhaustion. That's a broken model. Rest is not the prize at the end of the race. It's the water station along the way. In fact, rest is often the very place where you finally notice just how tired you actually are. It's the moment the adrenaline wears off and you can feel the true weight of everything you've been carrying. And that realization can be incredibly confronting, especially when you've been holding yourself together with sheer willpower for a very long time. It can feel like a failure to admit that you're tired, to admit that you can't do it all. We see strength in perseverance, in pushing through, but acknowledging our exhaustion and allowing ourselves to rest because of it is also a profound act of strength. It's an act of self-awareness and self-compassion. It's admitting that you are human, not a machine. So, if rest feels uncomfortable for you, please hear this. It doesn't mean you're bad at it. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It might simply mean that you haven't felt safe enough to truly slow down yet. Safe enough to stop performing for everyone, including yourself. Safe enough to not be useful for a little while. Safe enough to just exist. Without a goal, without a purpose, without an agenda. That kind of rest, that deep, unconditional rest, is a vulnerable state. It requires a level of trust in yourself and in the world that can take time to build, especially if your past experiences have taught you that your safety or value depends on your ability to perform and produce. Letting go of that armor is a process. It's a journey of unlearning. It's about slowly, gently teaching your nervous system that it's okay to power down, that the world won't fall apart if you stop holding it up for a moment. So, what can you do? You don't have to force yourself to feel peaceful. You don't have to instantly enjoy rest if it feels like a chore. The goal isn't to be a perfect meditator or a master of relaxation overnight. Sometimes the first step is simply staying instead of escaping. When the discomfort arises, just notice it. Let the uncomfortable feelings come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. Trust that the stillness won't break you. It feels threatening, but it's not. It might just be teaching you something important. It might just be the mirror showing you how incredibly tired you've been for a very, very long time. And that awareness is the first, most powerful step toward truly healing. Thanks for sitting in this quiet space with me today. If this resonated with you, maybe share it with someone who needs to hear it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more conversations like this. Take care of yourselves,